At 5 p.m., the physical office shuts down. The lights turn off, the doors lock, and the staff heads home. But commerce does not operate on a 9-to-5 schedule. Customer inquiries, service requests, and supply chain updates continue to flood in long after the team has logged off. When a business goes to sleep, revenue opportunities pile up unanswered. A homeowner might submit an emergency repair request at midnight, or a prospective client might send a high-value project inquiry over the weekend. Waiting until Monday morning to respond often means losing that business entirely to a faster competitor. To solve this, many small businesses attempt a seemingly simple workaround. They write automated background scripts and leave an employee's personal laptop cracked open on a desk overnight, hoping it will process the incoming workload. Relying on a consumer habit, like leaving a laptop on, to handle critical enterprise demands introduces a massive operational vulnerability. This setup ties business growth to hardware that was never designed for continuous, unattended operation. Consumer laptops are physically engineered to conserve power, not to run constantly. Left alone, they inevitably enter sleep mode, halting all background processes. If they are unplugged or experience a power fluctuation, the battery drains and the machine shuts down, taking the automations with it. This animated diagram illustrates the software and network failures that break automation on personal devices. Without warning, a laptop's operating system forces a restart to install updates, abruptly severing the data stream. Even if it stays awake, a laptop relies on unstable Wi-Fi connections that can easily drop if the machine is nudged or moved across the office. There are also significant security risks. When an employee's personal files are stored on the same machine running ongoing business processing tasks, sensitive client data and private user information are unnecessarily commingled in a single, vulnerable environment. To achieve true 24/7 operation, businesses must move away from browser-based software living on a personal computer. The solution is adopting specialized, always-on physical infrastructure built exclusively to run background workflows. The most advanced AI agent in the world cannot perform its job if the hardware it lives on decides to go to sleep. Reliable automation requires an isolated physical gateway. The askingAi AI Agent Mini PC functions as an always-on hardware gateway, priced at $499.99. It bridges the gap between AI software and continuous local execution. The physical design eliminates the battery and sleep bottlenecks. It draws dedicated wall power for uninterrupted operation and utilizes silent cooling mechanisms, allowing it to run continuously in a supply closet or server rack without overheating. It also solves the network and software vulnerabilities. Instead of consumer Wi-Fi, it uses a dedicated gigabit Ethernet connection for absolute network stability. On the software side, it runs an enterprise Ubuntu server architecture with scheduled daemons, meaning it never performs random, forced restarts. Moving AI processes to this enterprise-grade hardware shifts the workflow from a fragile desktop application into a resilient, localized server that continuously handles incoming data. Let's jump the timeline forward to 11:30 p.m. At a local HVAC and electrical company, the office is dark. Across town, a homeowner's air conditioning compressor unit completely fails, prompting them to submit an emergency repair form on the company's website. At 11:31 p.m., the mini PC reacts. The local hardware intercepts the website form submission the second it arrives, instantly waking a custom-built lead qualification agent. This flowchart demonstrates the autonomous logic executing in the background. The agent parses the submission for keywords, flags the situation as an emergency, tags the specific service area, and immediately queues an SMS notification to the on-call technician. Because the hardware processed the lead in real time, the business secures a highly lucrative emergency job, hours before competing contractors even wake up to check their morning emails. But the HVAC emergency dispatch isn't happening in isolation. Between midnight and 6 a.m., the mini PC executes an entirely parallel invisible work shift. While the office sleeps, the AI categorizes incoming emails for the morning shift. The workflow then shifts to financial reconciliation, matching uploaded job receipts with overnight bank feeds to prepare draft invoices. Simultaneously, it tracks stock thresholds, flagging low stock items for reordering. This parallel processing allows a single piece of hardware to handle multiple administrative streams simultaneously, maintaining operational momentum while the physical office is closed. At 7 a.m., the local system completes its automated deliverable, consolidating the previous day's sales figures, the overnight inventory alerts, and the technicians' updated schedules into a single, plain English briefing, delivering it directly to the owner's inbox. By 8 a.m., the office officially opens. When the office manager arrives, the chaotic morning routine is gone. The inbox is organized, the emergency leads are qualified, and draft invoices await approval. This morning handoff removes manual data sorting, allowing staff to move directly into higher-value execution. Handing continuous operational tasks to an AI naturally raises concerns about financial mistakes or agents taking unwanted actions. That is why effective 24/7 setups utilize a strict human-in-the-loop architecture. This balance scale illustrates the division of labor. AI agents are limited to autonomous intake, organizing data, and drafting responses. On the human side, rigid guardrails enforce that sensitive actions, like sending invoices or issuing refunds, cannot happen automatically. Staff must explicitly click Approve to authorize final outputs. To maintain this system long-term, askingAi backs the hardware with a 12-month warranty and standard support. For custom workflows, optional managed support tiers provide monthly token allocations and dedicated remote assistance. By moving custom AI off a vulnerable personal laptop and onto a dedicated, always-on mini PC, a small business stops losing ground after 5 p.m. It elevates itself from reactive daytime operations to a proactive 24/7 enterprise.